Good evening, everyone. My name is Chris Kilbride, and I'm honored to serve as your superintendent. We're here tonight for the grand opening and ribbon cutting of the Ritenour Center for Educational Excellence. Within the Ritenour Center for Educational Excellence, we have the Julie Hahn Center for International Learners, we have the Julie Hahn Center for Gifted Education, and we have the Janine Milam Haynes Early Childhood Annex. And honored to have members of Julie's family as well as the Milam Haynes family here with us tonight as well. Going to share some comments, going to share some stories, going to share some thanks, and then we'll get down to the business of the ribbon cutting in the front of the building, followed by some tours of the space. The space is wide open. Feel free to check out the various classrooms in the space here in the district. So the Ritenour School District is a district that works in partnership with community to meet the needs of every student every day. The Ritenour Center for Educational Excellence is testament to that. We work to reach the needs of every one of our learners, moving them in their academics, moving them social emotionally, and making sure that they're in attendance every day. But we realize we also have to have specialized programs to meet the needs of our learners, those students that are either vulnerable or those students that need more from us. And this is our commitment to doing that exact thing. So here, this building at 10901 St. Henry, you may know this building as a couple of different names. For a long time, this building was St. Kevin's. When we purchased the building, it was the Grow to Go Christian Center. When we made the purchase a little bit more than a year ago. So none of this work is possible without a committed Board of Education. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the board members that are here with us this evening, and then we'll hear a couple of words from our board president, Dr. Brad Thomas. So I see with us this evening, we've got our board director, Ms. Vanessa Enriquez Pimblott, joining us. Vanessa, glad you can be with us tonight. We're also joined by our director, Ms. Lisa Glover-Jones. Lisa, thank you for being here with us tonight. In the back of the room, we've got Mr. Rob Eaton. Rob, thank you for being here with us tonight. Up front, Director Dr. Stacy Albin Wilson is here with us tonight. We've got our student representative to the Board of Education, Ms. Reagan Beverly. Reagan is in the back of the room with us tonight. Reagan, thank you for being here. And Ms. Jennifer Lonis and Ms. Penny DeGarden are not with us at the moment. If they come in, we'll recognize them as they deserve. At this time, I'll turn it over to our board president, Dr. Brad Thomas.
You know, usually when someone comes up to a podium, they either say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Well, it's not. It's a great evening, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, come on, this is wonderful. We took a building that was just there, you know, put a little love into it, put a little polish. Mike Smith back there and his people just did an awesome job in this building. For our children, for our kids, okay? I always tell everybody, every child that goes to Ritenour is my neighbor. I haven't met them all yet, but they're all my neighbors. And we always take care of our neighbors, okay? You take care of their needs, take care of the things that they need to be successful. Someone just told me that Ritenour is always looking forward to what we can do more to take care of our kids. That's a fact. We are. We are not saying, that's enough, we're there, leave it alone. We're saying, now what's the next step? The Board of Education is a great group to work with. They're student-centered and they're family-focused. Every one of them, and I'm proud to work with them all. This building is a testament to the names up here and to the community that has brought us all together. And for that, I thank you for being here tonight. I hope you're proud of our building as we are. Take a tour, look at it, and imagine the learning, the possibilities that can come out of this building. Just think of that. As we move forward, Ritenour will always be moving forward for our children. Thank you all for being here tonight.
So just as we do this work with a committed Board of Education, we also do this work with a committed team of educators. I'd like to start by calling out the Ritenour administrators that are here in the room this evening. There's so many of you, I'm not going to call every single one of you out, but if you're a Ritenour administrator, building, or district, if you'd please give a wave so that everybody can see you. Thank you all for your presence. We also have two former Ritenour administrators here with us tonight. The newly named superintendent of the Kirkwood School District, Dr. Ken Rumpus, who spent 14 years here in the district. Ken, thank you for being here with us tonight. And the newly named assistant superintendent of human resources in the Kirkwood School District, Dr. Brian Rich. Dr. Rich, thank you for being here with us tonight. Dr. Rich also spent more than a decade here in the district, and I'd like to just point out, gentlemen, the road back north is always open. So the Ritenour Center for Educational Excellence is going to house 3 programs. These programs we named after 2 deserving individuals. We'll be hearing a bit from them and their families here shortly. But I'd like to call out the staff who are going to be working here in this building. The Janine Milam Haynes Early Childhood Annex. The director is Dr. Jennifer Singleton. Dr. Singleton oversees all of our early learning programs for our earliest learners here in the district. I'd like to call Dr. Singleton up to recognize the staff, her staff that's here tonight.
Thank you. Tonight we have our lead teacher, Linda Vogel, with us here today. She's in the back, and we're so happy to be here tonight. We also have a staff member from our main building, Barb Young, who's here for support too.
So we established the International Welcome Center back in 2016. The International Welcome Center was renamed based on board action this past winter. The official grand opening of the Hahn Center is going to be tonight. And we have the director of the Ritenour Center for Educational Excellence, Caroline Logue. Ms. Logue is going to come up to introduce the staff that will be working at the Hahn Center for International Learners, and I'll speak on the Gifted Center, the teachers at the Gifted Center. Ms. Logue.
Thank you. So we have our lead teacher, Miss Chelsea, Jennifer Wallace, Marcella Tovar, Carolyn Navarro, and Lisa Thompson here with us tonight.
We also have the teachers of the Center for Gifted Education. We also started the Center for Gifted Education back in 2016. It was housed at Ritenour Middle School, serving elementary learners 1 through 5 on a pull-out program. Just as the IWC, now the Hahn Center, needed additional space for expansion, same thing is true of the Gifted Center. We have our lead teacher, Ms. Mary Waskow. Mary, please raise your hand to be recognized. We also have teacher Michelle Gastrick. Michelle, would you please raise your hand to be recognized? And also Mr. Dan Healy. Dan, would you please raise your hand to be recognized? As I shared earlier, we're naming programs in this building over 2 very deserving individuals. At this time, I'd like to call Miss Julie Hahn and her husband Eric up for some comments.
Didn't know he was going to have to stand up here, so that's good. I'm I'm going to try not to get emotional because I see so many people out here that I care so deeply about, but I do have a few words I would like to say. And I am standing in front of you with a full heart and deep gratitude, and I sincerely mean that. Having a center named after me was truly one of the greatest honors of my life, but I want to be really clear, especially if you know me. This is not about me. It is about the incredible students who will soon walk through the doors of this building. It's about the dedicated staff who always guide them with compassion, expertise, and they always believe in what is possible. It's about a board of education who believes in every student in the Ritenour community. Brings together two programs, gifted and newcomer, and they seem very different, but they're not. They have some things in common. They're rooted in potential, purpose, and promise. Our gifted students bring with them extraordinary curiosity, creativity, and a drive to understand the world more deeply. They challenge us to think differently, to ask more thoughtful questions, and to reach for new things. But their gifts are not just academic. They are our future leaders, our innovators, and change makers in the making. Wish I could be as smart as all of them. Our newcomer students, many who have experienced displacement, trauma, or significant change, bring something just as profound, resiliency. They carry stories of courage, perseverance, and hope, and they bring such cultural diversity, new languages, and perspectives that make our schools greater, our communities greater, and our country greater. The beauty of this center is in its mission, a place where we're going to nurture talent, we're going to protect dreams, and every child should be seen for the strengths that they bring in here. This center tells you that our students belong here, that they matter here, and that they will grow here. To the faculty and staff, I hope you know your work is always valued and appreciated. You are the ones that make the change. You are the success stories behind their success stories. You are the advocates who see the possibility, even when students haven't seen it yet themselves. So truly, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for this honor. But most of all, thank you for what this center stands for: inclusion, excellence, resilience, and the belief that every child, no matter what their background or where they're from, has something exceptional to offer the world and the school district. Let's make sure this place is not just a place where students are educated, but empowered. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie. And now, have members of the Milam Haynes family here to share some remarks on behalf of Janine Milam Haynes, 28-year educator at Marion Elementary. Mr. Milam.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. That's better. This is the class. This is the school. We're going to do it just like any of these teachers would have done. Ms. Hahn, I've read up on you and certainly learned about you ever since the naming of the International Center has been made, and I know good and well that the bar is set beyond high with your name being put on that, but the actions that must be taken care of by the teachers that are here, who I am sure are very well committed to the pursuit that the name of the center has been done. The bar has been set high because of the working of this teacher, and because this teacher demands that of it, and the students are going to drive you as teachers going forward. So thank you very much for your previous work and your continued work and your name up on the walls as well. My name is Rod Milam. I am the brother of Janine Milam Haynes, who passed away just a little bit under 2 years ago. My sister was a 28-year teacher here at Ritenour at Marion for the entire time that she was here. Now, she was my younger sister, but we were both under the tutelage of our mother, who was also a teacher in the city of St. Louis for more than 30 years. We did not get this from nowhere. We got this from somewhere, and it came from that entire side of the family. I have family members here. I have my cousin, Dr. Michelle Turner Wood, who flew in from Washington, D.C. just for today to represent, well, did I say D.C.? That's in the United States, so that counts. It's from New Jersey, and she flew in from New Jersey, where she's a dentist, but her mother, Mary Turner, also an educator for more than 30 years in the city of St. Louis. It's part of that side of our family. That teaching was taught to us. We were taught our entire lives, and we will continue to teach our entire lives. My sister taught up until she could no longer go into the classroom anymore. And I'm talking about a couple of weeks. She was pulling kids out who needed extra help, and that is, I don't know if that's what drove it over the top to be able to have this center named after her for early childhood educator, but she was putting the work in constantly and always did it. And I've been an international student. I've lived in Japan, I've lived in Spain, I speak some Spanish, I speak some Japanese and some other languages as well. And I know what it's like to be welcomed into a center like that, and I lived in New York City, in the most diverse county that exists in the entire planet. Those sorts of welcomes, centers like this one are going to be there, and starting off as an early child, like all of us were, even us early children right now, we've all been early children. That is what kickstarts us into a better life. Whether we realize it then or not, to have a center named after my sister who put in the work, after my mother and all of the people who were there, is more than appropriate. She did the work. The name is there, but the work goes on. Because children keep coming. Yeah, I said coming. The work keeps coming, the children keep coming, and we need all of the work that all of you teachers that I see right there. You're in the back, but you're up front, and you're a lot of the people who all of these students are going to need. So I thank the district of Ritenour for naming this center after my sister. She earned that. And the students who come through the center will earn their place in this school, in this community, in this country, and in this world. Thank you very much for naming this after my
sister. Good evening. I'm the father, I'm the dad. I would like to thank all of you for coming out for this occasion. There was another relative who came from Chicago, and many would have come had it not been on a Thursday in the middle of the week from across the nation. However, we often said that people, we all have a gift. Maybe some of us may never realize it, but we all do have a gift. They say that people have a gift don't have to work at it, and that's not true. As my son just said, and as her husband can attest to it, Jan spent a lot of time perfecting her gift in the classroom and out of the classroom. Jan was very, very fortunate because she knew very early as 4 or 5 years old, what it is she wanted to do. She would go to school sometime with her mom. That was her gift, and she perfected her gift, and she studied at it, and it really does show. So this particular dedication just pleases my heart to know that the only place in this United States where our name will be up on a building is right here at Ritenour School. And that just warms my heart that you thought enough of her to give her this honor. And I would just like to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm Lamar Haynes, the husband. I can attest to the evenings where Jan would probably be the only person left in the building, as late as 9 o'clock, doing lesson plans.
It's all right.
I would call her, say, baby, you okay? I knew she was okay. She took her job serious. She took her craft serious. She took the children serious. She not only wanted to make sure that every child had the opportunity to learn as much as they could. She also took the young girls aside and created an after-school program that advocated for young girls. And I would hear stories of Ms. Hahn. I would hear stories of all the administration that were teachers. But she wasn't about getting a doctorate, she was concerned about the children.
All right.
And she's deserving. She is, if you know Jan, she's deserving of this. And I'd like to thank everyone for the decisions of choosing her. Again, I thank you all. Thank you. All right.
That's powerful. So I think what we just heard from Ms. Hahn, from the Milam Haynes family, is just about the importance of the work that we do. And I have to tell you, from the podium up here, looking out and seeing all of you, I said we had 7 RSVPs tonight. And to see what's probably close to 200 people here tonight. Coming together for Ritenour children, come together for the Ritenour community, the fact that we are in partnership with the city of St. Anne. I'll be calling out some elected leaders there in just a minute. The fact that we work closely in partnership with our contractor partners, I'll be recognizing Mike Smith and them in just a minute. The fact that we stand in partnership with so many people to do the good and right work for 6,450 children that are counting on us to be at our best every single day, such that regardless of political winds that blow at the local or national level, we're giving them absolutely the best chance that they have to be successful, whether they choose enrollment in college, enlistment in the military, or employment in the world of work. I'd like to continue to recognize some of those people that we are in partnership with to make tonight possible. I'd like to recognize Miss Jeannie Schottmuller. So Miss Jeannie Schottmuller is a retired paraprofessional from Special School District that worked at the Ritenour School for Early Childhood, retired from there, was it 3 years ago, Miss Jeannie? 2021. So Miss Jeannie is my daughter. I have a daughter who's going to be a freshman in high school, and Miss Jeannie is my daughter's favorite teacher that she's ever had. The interesting thing is my daughter never had Miss Jeannie as a teacher. Miss Jeannie was in the same school building as my daughter when my daughter went to the Ritenour School for Early Childhood. I recognize Miss Jeannie because she had a hand in helping to develop the program to the point that it is right now. Let's give her a round of applause. Miss Jeannie and family, they also live right next door. So this is about recognizing Miss Jeannie. This is also about an effort to try to get a little bit of grace from Miss Jeannie as we open a new school. And I hope that you'll give that to us. Recognizing Mr. Michael Smith. Mike Smith is our Director of Operations. Mike is supporting families right now. There's Mike. Let's give Mike a round of applause. Mike has been in the district for 2 decades, and he shepherded this project from beginning to end, and he had a number of members of his team that are with him in the back. I may miss some people, so Mike, if you would please let me know if I miss some people. We have from Jurgiel and Associates, we have Mr. Greg Young. From Amoresco, we have Sean Bowerly. Sean, please raise your hand and be recognized. From Amoresco also, Mr. Dana Dunn. Dana, please. From the Cuba and Noob architecture firm, we have Doug Cuba. Doug, thanks for being here. Also from Cuba Noob, we have Boyce Canup and Mick Schaefer. Thank you for being here tonight. Did I miss other contractor partners, Mike? So with us also this evening, elected officials and also elected officials from the City of St. Anne. We're joined tonight by State Representative Mr. Doug Clemens. Doug, thank you for being here with us tonight. And we're also joined by the Mayor of the City of St. Anne, Ms. Amy Pelker. We're joined by two members of the St. Anne Police Department, Captain Blake Kerrigan. Captain, would you please stand and be recognized? We're also joined by Officer Collin. I'm sorry, the last name escaped me. Officer Collin. So where you're standing actually right now, you're actually standing in the Pattonville School District. The two districts actually, the building is split right down the middle. Half Ritenour, half Pattonville. So I'd also like to recognize the Pattonville School District by passing a resolution so that we could purchase this property to make this all a reality. So you heard the stories from Miss Hahn, you heard the stories from the Milam Haynes family. This is going to be an absolutely amazing center for all of the children in this district. We're at the point now where it's time for us to come together to prepare for the ribbon cutting. So I'd like to call the Hahn family as well as the Milam Haynes family up behind the stanchions here. Okay, here today, August 7th, 2025, this is the official grand opening of the Ritenour Center for Educational Excellence that houses the Hahn Center for International and Gifted Learners and the Milam Haynes Early Childhood Annex. On the count of three, the Hahn, Milam Haynes family are going to cut the ribbon and would ask that everybody give a round of applause when that happens. 3, 2, 1. Go.